I went over budget on my first, second, and third flip, tried every organization app that you can think of, and even wrote on walls if these apps wasn't too pricey, they weren't specifically designed for a refurb. So I built a system inside Notion completely free. This is the Renovation Planner OS version 2. 691 downloads on version 1, which I built in 2025. Now this is version 2, but 8 times better. So whether you're a first-time renovator or a seasoned property flipper, this free Notion tutorial shows you exactly how to plan and manage your entire renovation in one place, so you don't start questioning your purpose in life midway through a project. So access to this system and a free interior designer planner has a thank you for your time are linked below. But first, let me show you everything. Let's get into it. Yes, sir. Here's how you'll go from zero to running your renovation in under 12 minutes. This video is worth staying for. Most renovators juggle boring 1984 Excel spreadsheets, task apps, and notes all disconnected. Notion is a free all-in-one workspace, budget, task, contractors, documents, everything in one place. Most people use it for basic to-do lists. I turned it into a full renovation operating system, and it runs on Notion's free plan. The problem, Notion has a bit of a learning curve, so I built it for you, the Renovation Planner OS, ready to duplicate. If you want the full Notion masterclass, visit their website. But right now, this is a tutorial about the Renovation Planner, not Notion. Let me show you how it works. So Project HQ is your command center. It is the one page that connects all of the data that you've typed in just once. So you're able to look at this and know exactly what you're doing for the day. So it is divided into 3 workspaces, which you'll see above here: Design Studio, Refurb Tracker, and Cost Control. All of your tasks that need to be done today, you will find here, along with where and at what point in the project that you are at. If you miss this task, then it will go into the overdue. It's sorted according to the latest to the least latest. So everything is trackable. In the project views, it will give you an overview of the rooms. In progress, you have a budget that I will show you how to put in later, but it shows you exactly how much you're saving, if you're over budget and if you're on budget at the same time. And this is tracked according to the amount of tasks that you've completed in that particular room, along with what you need to buy, any quotes that you need to chase up, and any documents that you need to follow in particular. Now, milestones are quite simple for what they are. They have different sections. Let's go to the Design Studio where you will plan your whole project. So before I explain the studio, there is one important database that holds all this data together, which is the Room Planner. This enables you to type in information once and it syncs across the whole system, which will save you a lot of time and effort. Now, the way to do that is by opening up a room and then typing all that information from a fresh. But we're not going to do that. I'll show you how to do that in the next chapter in the 7-step process. We'll open up this one, and this is the room page. This is the minimum amount of information that you need to input: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And most of them are multi-selection. So you can do what you can do there. They are hidden by toggles. Now, you don't need to type in any information in this one. There's just formulas there, and this links all the tasks all together so you can see and track everything. Now, when it comes to this table here, you can store all your room measurements so you never lose them. When it comes to the mood board, so when you find your inspiration for your renovation on Pinterest or wherever, you can store the information right here by tapping this button and filling everything. But at the moment, we've already got the information. So you can view in different views right here, not now. So these are the phases, very important. The room vision will always remain on the left side, so you can see what everything will look like at the end. Now, these are different phases. And the most important part of this, which automates a lot of this, is when you press on this button here. When you do, it becomes approved. We won't do that. We want to buy this. So that automatically becomes approved, and you will see it in your shopping list. Your item will appear here. Now, there are different views to this, which some of them may be filled and some of them may not be. So you'll be able to track everything. Now, each status is right here, but please type in the relevant information because it assists you with tracking everything, especially the refund window feature. Now that gives you a job to actually buy the product. So it becomes a task and the prefix will always be buy. Now bear this in mind. If you want to change your mind and say, I'm not too sure about this no more, and then shortlist it, unfortunately, it will not delete this task. You have to physically delete it yourself, okay? But anyway, besides from that, if you have a bunch of jobs that you want to get done in this particular room, then you can see everything right here. Just make sure that all of these are filled out. Now, I do recommend that you type the task right here, but for the sake of this, we'll just do one very quickly, like remove cupboards. And we want to schedule this due date today. And because it's earlier on, it would sync it nicely. First fix, actual cost, we're not too sure, but we want to get a quote for this. So you press this button right here, and then it will provide you with a task to request a quote from the tradesman. However, you will see it in this selection right here where you see the status being request. And also you tap on here, you see all the documents. But let's return to the studio. The design studio is one of 3 workspaces, which you see right here. This enables you to tap on whatever page that you want to get access to and get there very quickly without getting lost. Now, these are the 8 databases that make up the whole of this system. If you need direct support from me, please join the community, and you can see you can benefit by clicking on any one of these buttons. So this is where you can upload your floor plan by simply replacing it. The room planner starts off by a filter. Rooms that have not started yet. Now, active rooms, same as that one. And then if you want to see all the rooms in this studio, you just tap on that view right there, and everything is calculated according to the information that you put into the room planner. The mood board is synced, documents synced, project shopping synced. Now, when it comes to this here, you can see you can hide each one with a toggle. If any items have not been selected to a room, they will appear right here. Okay, so make sure you sort that out. The room planner is just an overview with different views right here. Let's move on. So just like the studio, the top buttons are the same, and the control panel as well, minus the rooms. Now the task blockers is all about if this job isn't done, it's because we are waiting on this. So you can see very clearly what needs to be done and what's holding up the project very swiftly. Down here only shows the rooms that are in progression. This is judged according to the tasks that have been completed. The milestones, you see exactly. If you have dated each phase, you'll see them right there. When it comes to the jobs, you have different views. You can see exactly what needs to be done today. Just like we did on the last section, we typed in a task saying remove cupboards. Now, if I say complete by pressing that button, it will register here and it will trigger on this side of the section where it says completed. So if we check, all of this is sectioned according to the milestone. As you can tell, it's in sequential order. Right, so here we are, remove cupboard, and it has triggered the date, which is the 8th, so you can keep track easily. Now, this will remain the same because these are your jobs for today. Now, you can see your tasks per room, per trade. So when you send a builder in there and you turn on one job and they do it, but really you need 4 and they leaves and is going to charge you again to return, you won't need to worry about that no more. This is very important when it comes to the task blockers, because you see here that this is registered as ready, meaning there's nothing that is obstructing this task from being done. So this is ready, but unfortunately it's attached to this. And the way you do that is just by that. And all you do is drag it along to that point there, and then it will change automatically. And the only way to get rid of this is by tapping on this or going into the room planner and just updating the status to complete. Once you've done that, it would then change to in progress. If you remember, we have to request a quote for the removal of cupboards, but let's say you've done it because you've got all the tools that you need. There's no need to hire anybody, but it just shows you the type of quotes that need to be requested so you never lose track. Down here shows you contacts from your CRM that have been allocated a job to work on this project. Now, just like the CRM page, we have other pages right here. They are almost identical. The only difference is the database. So even if we click on Documents Hub, it would just show that database. Now, the snag list is dependent on what type of task type that you choose. So over here, you'll have action, snag, and decision. The default is always action. However, let's just change this and then it will completely disappear. Now, if you're someone with ADHD traits, this will be very important to you because you can actually have some clarity and focus on what you're doing. And from the beginning, when you do choose a task, for instance, if it is here, it will change. But the only difference between the urgent section is that it will give you a due date if it's chosen. So let's say we change it to schedule, as you see, update purchase details, it will disappear. So you don't need to double type this information in and you'll see it right here. And that's it. Let's move on to cost control. You have some quick action buttons where you can add a purchase, a new contact, and a quote. Underneath here only shows you rooms that are over budget. Now, this donut budget is just an accumulation of each of the rooms budget. It will not deduct it accordingly, but this is how it will deduct it. You've got your project shopping. Remember the bed that we chose to put forward to buy? Now, this is very important because this button allows you to log a purchase and it will automatically go into your order tracking, which will be right here. At the moment, it's just this. And you can track your refunds this way, which has a direct correlation with this. Now you can see the budget is $970, same with here. But if we open this right now, and let's just say we choose to buy this. Now the cost of this, which is $200, will not be deducted from the budget. Only because we haven't made the purchase just yet. It's just our intention to buy. You can see with the bedroom, we have a cost control of 460, labor, that and that. Now, when we do choose to buy this, it will update the material costs. It won't deduct anything with the labor or increase it, but it will have an effect upon the cost. Log that purchase, it will update it. And there we have it. That's increased and that's been reduced because that has deducted it from your budget. Now, to save time, you can easily select or add your supplier names here. Room budget, anything that has a budget will be here. Anything that hasn't been listed for a budget will be here. And the refunds work quite nicely. So let's just say, for instance, that you have decided to buy, order number there, upload your receipt, and you have 46 days to refund this. Now, you won't see here because the status isn't a refund. However, if you wanted to update it to a refund, it will move to this section right here and show you how many days is remaining, so you never lose out and you never have any materials on site and you actually save some money. So it's a no-brainer. That's why it's so important when you do choose to make an order, you log this, and also the purchase date, because it will deduct it from the refund days remaining. Now I'm going to show you the 7-step process so you can get set up in no time. Plus it does come with an onboarding guide as well, so you never get lost and you always get the support. By the way, if you want to get this already, just check the link in the description. Now, this Notion template also comes with a full onboarding guide, which I spent a lot of time putting together to make sure that you could get set up very quickly and easily, because I don't want you to buy something and you just don't end up using it. That'd be a waste of my time building this whole thing. So it is designed specifically for complete beginners, so you're never left figuring it out all alone. Now, it does include written step-by-step instructions and short 15-second clip videos for every section. Now, you also get direct access to my private community, which you will find in the other tab called Get Support. Now, if you're ever stuck, all you have to do is reach out. I will be in there. 13 ways to customize currencies, emojis, trades, exports, sync, filters, AI, every option covered in video with the onboarding guide when you purchase. Notion has AI features. Basic ones are free. Paid upgrade exists if you want more details on their site. But this system runs entirely on Notion's free plan. AI is helpful, but it can't lift a brush. You still do the graft. So if you can see how this is going to keep you organized, on track and within budget and not lose your mind, then find it in the link below. This is the cheapest price it will ever be. It only goes up from here. So I'm hoping that you've got this at the right time, in time. But even if you don't want to grab it, as part of watching this, there is a free interior designer hub so you can design your life and your project